Shwmai. In Uned now, you learned how to say what you and others did in the past. So we need to go back and concentrate a little bit more on the past tense. In Unit 5, you start to look at how to use regular and irregular verbs in the past. So just to quickly recap.
A verb is a word that describes an action or a state of being, a doing word if you like. For instance, teithio, clywed, sefyll a bwrw are all examples of verbs.
However, as you have seen, a small number of verbs do not follow the same pattern, and these are called the irregular verbs.
These are mynd, to go, dod, to come, cael, to have, and gwneud, to make or to do. These four verbs do not follow the same pattern. They have their own unique patterns.
So remember, mynd, dod, cael and gwneud are irregular verbs.
In Unit 5, you looked at the question, what did you do yesterday? You used the informal singular version, beth wnes ti ddo, beth wnes ti ddo, and also the formal singular or plural. Beth wnaethoch chi ddo, beth wnaethoch chi ddo.
You also looked at the statement gwnes I. I did or I made. Gwnes I. For example, gwnes I swper. I made supper. Gwnes I swper. Gwnes I goffi. I made coffee. Gwnes I goffi.
In Uned now, you have learnt about using gwneud in the past, using him and her. Gwnaeth e goffi. He made coffee. Gwnaeth e goffi.
Gwnaeth e de. He made tea. Gwnaeth e de.
Gwnaeth hi fwyd. She made food. Gwnaeth hi fwyd.
Gwnaeth hi ginio. She made dinner. Gwnaeth hi ginio.
Remember to use the soft mutation on consonants following e and he. With cinio, the k softly mutates to g, so it's gwnaeth e ginio. With bwyd, the b softly mutates to v, so it's gwnaeth hi fwyd.
You then learned how to use the question word beth with this pattern. Beth wnaeth e? What did he do? Beth wnaeth e?
Beth wnaeth hi? What did she do? Beth wnaeth hi?
Beth wnaeth the plant? What did the children do? Beth wnaeth the plant?
You were also introduced to the nhw pattern, or how to talk about them or they. Beth wnaethon nhw? What did they do? Beth wnaethon nhw?
You then revised how to use regular verbs in the past when talking about me. If you remember, this is when you add an ending to a regular verb. But first, we must find the root, what we call the stem. Some are easy. Darllen, for example, stays as it is, and you just add the ending. For me, in the past tense, the ending is I-E. So, darllenais I is I read. Darllenais I.
With verbs ending in a single vowel, we drop that vowel before adding the ending. For example, bwyta. Drop the last vowel, leaving bwyt. Then add the ice-e. Bwytais I ate. Bwytais I.
With verbs ending in io, we drop the final o. For example, gweithio, to work. Gweithio. Drop the o at the end, leaving gweithio. Then add the ending ice-e to get gweithiais I. I worked. Gweithiais I.
Another rule is that words ending in ed or egg, words like rhedeg, ifed, cerdded, we drop the ed and the egg and replace them with the ending. So with ifed, drop the ed and replace it with icy. This gives you yfaisi. I drank. Yfaisi. Or if you take rhedeg, drop the egg and replace with icy, which gives you rhedaisi. I ran. Rhedaisi. One way to remember this is the saying, "Heads will roll and eggs will smash."
Now let's look at some other examples. Bwytais I siocled ddo. I ate chocolate yesterday. Bwytais I siocled ddo.
Gwiliais I pobl y cwm ddo. I watched pobl y cwm yesterday. Gwiliais I pobl y cwm ddo.
Chwaraeais I rygbi ddo. I played rugby yesterday. Chwaraeais I rygbi ddo.
And then you learnt how to ask direct questions using the T form of you. Ddarllenais ti lyfr ddo? Did you read a book yesterday? Ddarllenais ti lyfr ddo?
Brynais ti lyfr ddo? Did you buy a book yesterday? Brynais ti lyfr ddo?
Brynais ti fara ddo? Did you buy bread yesterday? Brynais ti fara ddo?
Fwytais ti fara ddo? Did you eat bread yesterday? Fwytais ti fara ddo?
Again, note the mutation at the beginning of the question. Bwyta in a question, fwytaist ti. Prynu in a question, brynaist ti. Darllen in a question, ddarllenais ti.
Remember that you only need to softly mutate in this instance if you're asking a question. It's not needed if you're making a statement.
Remember also the answer in the past tense is, of course, do, yes, and naddo, no.
You then used the verb yfed, to drink, while talking about him and her in the past tense. Yfodd e goffi yn y caffi. He drank coffee in the cafe. Yfodd e goffi yn y caffi.
Yfodd hi goffi yn y caffi. She drank coffee in the cafe. Yfodd hi goffi yn y caffi.
And in order to talk about a named person in the past, for instance, yfodd Sam goffi or yfodd Sioned goffi. And a further example would be yfodd y plant goffi. The children drank coffee. Yfodd y plant goffi.
You then used other familiar verbs to state things in the past. For example, gyrrodd hi i'r garage. She drove to the garage. Gyrrodd hi i'r garage.
Talodd hi'r bil. She paid the bill. Talodd hi'r bil.
Further to this, you looked at using other verbs and talked about us. Edrychon ni ar y teledu. We looked at the television. Edrychon ni ar y teledu.
Gwrandawon ni ar y radio. We listened to the radio. Gwrandawon ni ar y radio.
Arhoson ni yn y tŷ. We stayed in the house. Arhoson ni yn y tŷ. Notice the forms of the verbs used. Gwrando, gwrandaw, gwrandawon ni. Aros, arhos, arhoson ni. And then you use the same verbs to talk about them. Nhw. Edrychon nhw ar y teledu. They looked at the television. Edrychon nhw ar y teledu.
Gwrandawon nhw ar y radio. They listened to the radio. Gwrandawon nhw ar y radio.
Arhoson nhw yn y tŷ. They stayed in the house. Arhoson nhw yn y tŷ.
You then learnt how to ask direct questions using the plural or formal you, chi. Edrychoch chi ar y teledu? Did you look at the television? Edrychoch chi ar y teledu?
Gwrandawch chi ar y radio? Did you listen to the radio? Gwrandawch chi ar y radio?
Arhosoch chi yn y tŷ? Did you stay in the house? Arhosoch chi yn y tŷ?
Ddarllenoch chi lyfr? Did you read a book? Ddarllenoch chi lyfr? Again, the answer would be either do or naddo.
Finally, in this unit, you learned how to make negative statements. So that's things that you didn't do. Edrychais I ddim ar y teledu. I didn't look at the television. Edrychais I ddim ar y teledu.
Gwrandawais I ddim ar y radio. I didn't listen to the radio. Gwrandawais I ddim ar y radio.
Arhosais I ddim yn y tŷ. I didn't stay in the house. Arhosais I ddim yn y tŷ.
Ddarllenes I ddim llyfr. I didn't read a book. Ddarllenes I ddim llyfr. Notice again the initial mutation when you're using a negative statement. D softly mutates to th. So darllen turns to ddarllenes I ddim. G softly mutates to leave a gap. So gwrando turns to wrandawes I ddim.
Well, that is quite a substantial unit, and it covers a great deal of really useful phrases to help you comprehend a conversation and to also express yourself.
And it also gives you some additional useful pointers about the little mutation intricacies and when to use them. The best advice is to be patient, revise and practice. Ewch amdani. Go for it. You'll probably find that this is a gradual process of tuning in to the language, so don't expect too much of yourselves too soon.
As we say in Welsh, dyfal donc a dir y garreg, which is an old idiom meaning many persistent small blows will eventually shatter the stone. Pob hwyl I chi, and remember to test yourself on the vocabulary that follows.
Da bo!
Abertawe. Cegin, ceginau. Cerddoriaeth. Garage, garages. Lerpwl. Saesneg. Bwrdd, byrddau. Cwrw. Drws, drysau. E-bost, e-byst. Gair, geiriau. Llawer. Tipyn. Dam. Echddoe. Felly. Eitha da. Trieni. Yna. Agor. Ateb. Bowlio. Cadw'n heini. Cyrraedd. Gwrando ar. Llenwi. Mynd â. Mwynhau, joio. Peintio. Seiclo.